Hey guys, and welcome to my latest video. If you enjoyed the video today, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Thanks very much, guys. Got some real good news for you today. The father, DaddyOFive, has lost custody of Cody and Emma. This has been moved on to their real mother. Now, this is fantastic. This means that this ridiculous abuse will stop. However, I do feel bad for Cody and Emma because they've been in the public eye for quite some time now. They're probably really confused with what's going on and don't want this to be going on because, you know, this was abuse. This was physical abuse, but the kids probably didn't see it that way. They probably just saw it as a bit of fun that may be a bit aggressive. When they're older and they look back, obviously they will see that it's a problem, but because half the time I think they want to be in these videos and they do enjoy doing it, even though in my opinion it's terrible for the most part. So they are probably very confused, upset. They're being torn from the other brothers. So this is a big fucking difficult situation, but it is good. It is good that they're away from that situation. Now I've got a quick video to show you. This is basically a video with the real mother in, explaining everything in a bit more detail than I can explain it in. So I will hand you over to these guys.
Hi, my name's Tim Conlon. I'm a lawyer and I operate my law firm's called The Custody Place. I'm with Rose Hall, who is the mother of Emma and Cody Martin, who are the victims in the DaddyOFive YouTube case. She's seated to my right and we have an update. Rose, just interrupt me anytime you want, okay? I think the update is
Emma and Cody are with me. I have emergency custody. They're doing good. They're getting back to their playful selves.
Now we can see that unlike with DaddyOFive, MummyOFive isn't used to being in front of a camera. She is very shy, she's very reluctant to speak, but I also think that she's probably had enough of this whole situation and just wants their family to be able to move on properly.
And I think on Friday, about the same time that Mike and Heather were on USA Today with whatever spin on the issue at the moment, we were before the court and obtained emergency custody of the kids.
Yes, sir.
So that they'd be safe.
Yes.
And I think that the Frederick County Sheriff's Department, who deserve a kudos, assisted you in retrieving them, right?
Yes, they did a great job. They helped my kids and got them back safely to me.
And the Frederick County Circuit Court passed an emergency order.
Yes, they did.
I think the kids are sort of in a deprogramming sort of mode at the moment. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And I think, you know, you have a big thank you for the different people on the YouTube that kept this alive, called attention to this until it finally came to pass.
Yes, sir.
So it's really nice when you see something like this happen because the YouTube community got together and they did everything they could to sort this situation out. Because in my last video that was about this, I was looking at a Baltimore newspaper that said that they were having trouble finding enough evidence to shift custody, but I know that a lot of people had downloaded some of the more controversial videos that they had made and possibly they shared them with the authorities. So I even noticed that the Independent, which is a UK newspaper, has shown a small article on this. It doesn't really show you much. It just says YouTube star DaddyOFive loses custody of 2 children, featured in prank video, and mother says this, and this is their apology. Now if you watch the apology actually upsets me, and it has clearly upset a lot of people. If you have a quick look at this horrendous dislike ratio, fucking I've not seen one like that in a long time. But anyway, have a look at this.
Hello Team DO5. This is going to be a bit of a different video than we usually do. This has been the absolute worst week of our life, and we realize that we have made some terrible parenting decisions, and we just want to make things right.
During this week, we've had a lot of time to stand back, to jump out of character, and to see what we've done and to see how we've come across. And I understand how everyone feels. I acknowledge and I respect how everyone feels about this, and I do agree that we put things on the internet that should not be there. We did things that we should not do.
Don't really know if you've learnt from your mistakes though. One thing that's really upset me about this video is if you have a look at this, they have actually made nearly 3,000, well, they've made over £3,000 just from this apology alone. If I was going to do an apology like that, I wouldn't monetize it, because the whole problem around this is that you've been making money off of your kids' misery, and that involves this apology too.
And as a mother, over the last week, looking back at the videos and just thinking about things, if I didn't know the people and I saw some of those things, I would be thinking the same thing. I would be like, oh my God, those poor children.
What? How does your fucking brain work? So what? If you were someone else and you watched one of those videos that you've made, you would think, oh my God, those poor children. Okay, well, basically you're just saying you knew how bad they were, but you carried on doing it. You've just admitted that you think it's disgusting yourself. That is horrendous. That is fucking horrendous.
Once people started watching us and, you know, the kids got excited about it, and they would try to see how many views they could get, and we feel like we went from something that wasn't so bad, and then we just kept going more and more for the shock factor versus reality, and to see what could get more views. And
so again, what you're saying is you pushed your kids further and further and further just to see how many views you could get. In fact, you aimed for them to be as shocking as possible. You aimed for your kids to be in the firing line so you can make some of that sweet fucking revenue.
They kind of feel like some of it's their fault, and it's not their fault. It's not. It's we're the parents, and we should have made better decisions. We could give them a whole lot more than we could give them before, and we just felt like we were doing the best thing that we could for them.
How can your mind get so twisted that you think the best thing for them is to beat them, put it on camera, and fucking make some money off of it? Do you really think that's improving their lives? Pranking them day in, day out, pushing them to their limits? Do you think that's what they want? Come on.
We are now in family counseling because we need it, not only to get through the, you know, media stuff, but we need it to come back together and have everybody, even the kids, to understand what we did wrong in all this. We just want to give our kids back some type of normalcy. We just want them to be able to go back to school and just live their lives.
I just wanted to take care of everybody. I just wanted
you guys, we wanted them to be happy. We just wanted our kids to be happy, and we went about it the wrong way. We're focused on making sure that our kids don't have to deal with so much backlash from our bad decisions, and we realize now what kind of a situation we put them in, and we're just really sorry to them.
So that was their apology. I'm glad they've apologized in a better way this time, instead of tiptoeing around the subject, almost blaming the kids, saying it were their ideas, etc, etc. You are the parents, so it is your fuck up, I'm afraid, and you really have fucked up, because now Cody and Emma are going to be back with the real mum, which is great, but they're not going to like it. They're not going to like being split up and moved here and there all the time. They're not going to like being in the public eye. They're not going to like having to be in the press 24/7. I do feel really sorry for these guys. It is such a shame that this whole situation has occurred, but at least things are being sorted now and we can move on from this issue. So yeah, I'm going to be playing a lot of Outlast 2 and Little Nightmares. I will carry on doing my commentary series. If any of you have any topics or videos, any suggestions, just please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my content. Thank you very much, guys.